What's up, Nutty Buddies? Alright, what is up, Nutty Buddies? We are about to start episode 22 here. Week 1 is in the books. Peanut, what'd you think about week 1?
I hate my life.
Today we're going to talk about our week 1 picks that we got wrong or we got right. The best nuts of the week. We're going to talk about our fantasy matchup. Me and Peanut played each other week 1 head to head. We're going to talk about the most impressive wins for week 1. The worst losses for week 1. And then we'll head into our week 2 picks. Peanut's best nuts of the week for week 2. So yeah, Peanut, you want to start with our week 1 picks?
Yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the week 1 pick.
So we started off with Chiefs-Lions. I had Lions, you had Chiefs. That's one for me.
Yes.
Our Sunday night was the Cowboys. Giants. I had Cowboys, you had Giants.
I was really close, bro.
And then our Monday night, we both had Bills, right? So those were the primetime games. Peanut was 0-3 in the primetime games. I was 2-3.
Oh, don't forget, I also picked the Steelers to beat the 49ers.
Okay, you had Steelers, 49ers, and what was your other non-primetime?
I picked the Vikings to beat the Buccaneers. So, last week, I went 0 for 5.
Okay, I had Seahawks over Rams, lost that one. Ravens over Texans. So I was a total of 3-2. You were a total of 0-5.
That's tough. That's a tough look.
So yeah, we'll bounce back week 2 for you. I'll take 3-2. Maybe I could stay there.
I mean, staying positive is a good idea. I think my record's more impressive right now.
Okay, now let's go. You want to hop to the week 1 fantasy picks?
All right, so at quarterback, I took Trevor Lawrence as my projected number 1 scorer of the week. But he finished up at QB8. He went 24 of 32, 2 touchdowns and interceptions, 7 rushes for 21 yards against the Colts. They only won by 10, though. They were down by 4 heading to the 4th, which is very surprising. Anthony Richardson put on a good show. Tua Tagovailoa finished number 1. Last week, he finished with 33.1 points. 28 of 45, 466 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and then 5 rushes for 5 yards.
Monster week out of Tua.
Specifically to Tyreek Hill.
Yes.
Let's see, at running back, my choice was J.K. Dobbins. J.K. passed away last week. Halfway through the game, did he tear his Achilles? So last week he finished as running back 23 at 11.7 points, which still, I mean, that's not bad. Ended up only playing 47% of the snaps because of the injury. 8 rushes, 22 yards, and a touchdown. And then he had 2 catches. So not a bad game, but we won't see him for the rest of the year, so I won't have to worry about fucking that up anymore. Aaron Jones had himself a day, though, against Chicago and topping out at 26.7. Your running back. I went for Amari Cooper, a wide receiver, and well, there are 56 other wide receivers that I could have picked that would have been a better choice. They played in the rain. It was shitty. So he finished as wide receiver 57, 6.7 points. Did see 7 targets, only 3 receptions for 37 yards. Deshaun Watson outplayed, and so I think that I should start doing a weather report before I take these over.
Tyreek Hill was wide receiver 1 for week 1.
44.5 points. He ended up with 215 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, 15 targets, 11 catches. Like, he's Tyreek.
Monster day from Tyreek. Moved to tight end. You picked Higbee, if I remember right?
I did pick Higbee. Tyler Higbee ended up finishing 15th overall. He was my pick at tight end. 7.9 points last week, and the tight end position last week was awful.
Horrible.
The top scorer was Hunter Henry in PPR at 16.6. He found his way into the end zone whenever Mac Jones was slinging it across the yard versus Philadelphia. Hayden Hurst actually finished 2nd from Carolina, so shout out. Looking at kicker then, I really wish I would have had Nick Folk, because Nick Folk ended up as the number 1 kicker, 21 points last week. Ended up going 5 for 5. They scored all 15 points for the Titans. and they lost 15-16 at New Orleans. I chose Daniel Carlson. Daniel Carlson had a great matchup in Denver. It just so happens that Jimmy Garoppolo is Lamar Jackson reincarnated because every third down he seemed to get a first down, especially late in the game whenever he really needed to put the game away. So that was my nuts of the week results last week. I got 0. I'm just hot as shit around here. I'm fucking burning up, Chandler.
0 for 5. 0 for 5 on your picks of the week. 0 for 5 on your fantasy picks of the week.
Who knows ball? I do.
Rough week 1, but we bounced back.
Oh, not to mention the fantasy matchup we had, Chandler. You want to tell the world what happened in our fantasy matchup?
Yeah, moving on to that. I think it's time to get a little serious with you. So, we matched up. Can I talk? Okay, so we matched up against each other. And it was friendly and it was competitive, right? And it became personal when you attacked me on Dobbins. It became personal. Because my guy, no, stop. My guy, my ride or die guy goes down. And, I'm upset. Dobbins is a guy I have a lot of stock in. And, I get a picture sent in a group chat with me, Austin, and Peanut. Kind of like an I told you so, pretty much. After I see that, my running back's out for the year. And it put a bad taste in my mouth, to be honest with you. I told you so. Haha, your guy is out for the year. And, from then on, it was just, I put my foot on the gas pedal. I told my guys, I rallied the troops, and some unfortunate things happened to you and your squad. And I think, I'm not done. I think karma has a lot to do with it.
Oh, do you believe in karma, Chan? Yeah, so let's talk about those unfortunate events real quick. My starting quarterback happened to be Aaron Rodgers, so I needed 20 points for him to win the last day. That clearly did not happen. Today I took it upon myself to light a fire underneath my team's ass. Can't have that. Can't come out flat like that again. So we added some new guys, moved some guys around, shook it up.
Okay, let's move on to most impressive week 1 wins. Who impressed you the most in week 1? Peanut.
I'll let you take the most obvious one. I'm going the Jets. So, only because you lose, Zach Wilson has to play for you. If you can win a game with Zach Wilson, you have a pretty damn good football team. They didn't win a lot of games with Zach Wilson the year before, but I think that having Aaron Rodgers in his pocket, essentially, or in his ear to talk to him, that'll help him out a lot. And then the dramatics, Chan, the walk-off kick or punt return and OT, that was sick.
It's a very good game. Very fun game to watch. Other than the unfortunate beginning. For me, the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, they played a damn near perfect football game. It was beautiful to watch. Daniel Jones running for his life the entire time. 7 sacks. Dak didn't turn the ball over. Love that. Tony Pollard was good. But really, it was just a defensive dominance. And
do you want to hear a fun stat about that game real quick, Jim? About the Giants and Cowboys game. And this is focused solely on the Giants. This is a stat. So it's not a good one. So in NFL history, throughout the entire course of the season, no team has ever lost 40-0 or worse, lost the sack battle 7-0 or worse, lost the turnover battle 3-0 or worse, had a field goal blocked and returned for a touchdown, and threw a pick 6 in the same season. The Giants did that in one fucking game.
All right, let's go to worst week 1 loss. Who looked like the worst? Who had the worst loss in week 1? maybe not the worst team, but just maybe like a really disappointing week 1. You expected more out of them.
I'll leave the low hanging fruit alone. I think we picked on the Giants enough. I would say the Bengals. That game for me was extremely disappointing. Joe Burrow only throwing for 82 yards. You can't win. Defense didn't play well. They couldn't contain or spy on Watson at all. He ran free.
I would say for me, and sorry to my father and my brother-in-law both, but I definitely was excited to watch the Bears-Packers and the Steelers-Niners because I thought the Bears and the Steelers equally were going to be like much improved this year. And they might be, it's just week 1 still, but the Steelers were hard to watch, Sunday, and along with the Bears too. I thought the Steelers, I really like what the Steelers have roster-wise. I like their head coach a lot. And they got embarrassed week 1 as well. Kenny Pickett was 31 for 46 with 332 yards, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown. Najee had 6 carries for 31. That's not good enough. Jalen Warren, 3 for 6, not good enough. Allen Robinson was 5 receptions for 64 yards. I mean, they just could not get anything going. Although they did play the Niners defense, but you gotta make that game more competitive, I think. And they're at home. That was at Pittsburgh. What else? Do you want to touch on any crazy games? I mean, very shocking to see the Rams beat the Seahawks without Cooper Kupp. 2 dudes went for over 100 yards on the Rams.
Don't say 2 dudes. Don't say 2 dudes. Say his fucking name, Chandler.
Paku Naku? How do you say it?
Pukanaka.
Pukanaka. Oh, another thing we should probably discuss is your Super Bowl picks. You remember who your Super Bowl picks was?
The Vikings.
And what did they do over the weekend?
Oh, yeah, they lost.
And then who was your other Super Bowl pick? It was the Bengals, I think. And how'd they do over the weekend?
They got their ass kicked. So, I say I know ball. I still think I do. I went 0 for 12. Anything I said, it did not happen.
But yeah, I mean, I think we got week 1 pretty well covered. You want to jump into week 2, our picks? And so we'll do our week 2 picks. We'll do best nuts of the week and finish up. All right, Peanut, let's hop into our week 2 picks.
Yeah, here we go, Chan. Let's pick some winners. What do you think? Winners of the week? We got Thursday night, Chan.
Thursday night, we got the Eagles versus the Vikings. Eagles off a win. Vikings off a loss. Is it at Minnesota or at Philly?
It's at Philly.
Give me the Vikings. Hopefully we can see a little Eagle maybe not as good play as last year. Maybe they slip a little bit.
What can only be described as not a surprise. I'm going Eagles.
No, I don't blame you. I'm picking Minnesota because I'm hoping that the Eagles lose.
Chan's got Vikings. I got the Eagles for that matchup. What I would think is 2 very good teams. The Vikings did not show that last week.
All right, Pats Dolphins night game. Kind of interesting divisional game.
Sunday night. Give me the Dolphins.
Peanut. I got the Pats over the Dolphins week 2.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. It's a divisional
at
game.
Foxborough. I do think the Dolphins are better, but I like the Patriots this week.
So we have on Monday at 7:15 Eastern, we've got the Saints at Panthers, and then Monday at 8:15 we have the Browns at Steelers. So which game did you choose to pick from that team?
I chose the NFC South divisional game. Which one did you choose?
I also chose the NFC South divisional game.
Well, let's see if we can agree on one, because right now we're 0 for 2.
And I chose Carolina. Easy enough. Chandler, you got
Peanut, we're 0 for 3, bud. I got the Saints over the Panthers.
Yeah, so another opportunity for me to go 0 for fucking 10 next week.
All right, give me your wild card games, whatever you chose. Give me both of them.
I'm gonna pick the Bears and Buccaneers. I'm picking the Bucks over the Bears.
Yeah. That's a crazy game to pick.
Really?
You can pick whatever game you want. You pick that one?
And I got confidence in Baker Mayfield now, and I'm anti-Chicago Bears. And then we got Raiders at Bills. I chose a little bit more easy one for myself here. I guess you could say I took the easy way out. I took the Bills. Josh Allen publicly saying, this is my fault. I fucked up. It's the same mistakes. I fully expect him to have 500 total yards, rushing, passing, I don't know. He will have 500 yards and 5 touchdowns next week.
Well, Peanut, we agreed on one. Because that is one of my two as well. Josh Allen bounces back. Huge week out of him. Probably huge week out of Diggs. And my second pick is Giants over Cardinals. Same situation. Giants just got embarrassed by the Cowboys. At Arizona, don't care. Arizona's literally the worst team in the league this year. They don't want to win at all. Giants just got embarrassed. They didn't look like they belonged on the same field as the Cowboys for a single second of that game. So, yeah, those are my picks. So, we got quick recap. Bills over Raiders, Giants over Cardinals, Vikings over Eagles, Patriots over Dolphins, and Saints over Panthers.
And I have the Eagles over the Vikings, the Dolphins over the Patriots, the Panthers over the Saints, the Bucks over the Bears, and the Bills over the Raiders.
All right. You want to hop into best nuts of the week?
Yeah, I'm ready to bust my nuts.
All right, bust them nuts. Who are the fantasy performers of week 2, Peanut? I want to hear it.
Last week, I came out of there with like Tyler Higbee and Amari Cooper, J.K. Dobbins, and I'm sure a lot of people out there are like, you really think he's going to score the most points in the league? I was trying to keep it fresh, okay, guys? This week, there's a lot of familiar faces on this list because I'm not fucking going down this time. Not easy this time, let me tell you. At quarterback this week, my best nut of the week is going to be Josh Allen. Just as I had mentioned, I expect 500 total yards and 5 touchdowns, and him to play angry and run over everyone. That's just what I expect at this point. Probably more rushing this week, especially after he felt that he forced the ball. Right now, Josh Allen is projected 26.5 points with 6 passing touchdowns this week. About 263 yards, 2 pass touchdowns is what he's expected, and 1 interception.
Okay, who we got running the football, Peanut?
Yeah, running the ball. So this one hurts a lot, by the way. Like, fucking, I hate it. I hate this, because you know what I'm going to say now. So, I just traded away Saquon Barkley, and I'm going to say he's going to kick my ass this week. They play the Cardinals. I expect them to kick the Cardinals' ass, especially after their embarrassing performance.
To clarify, you traded away Saquon to the team that you're playing for fantasy week 2. So you're going up against them now. All right, who's the best wide receiver for fantasy in week 2?
This is a surprise to no one, I hope. Give me Justin Jefferson. I'm not fucking this up. And I hope that he counteracts Saquon Barkley because I have Justin Jefferson. So if they could both get 40, that's cool.
All right, Peanut, who's in the tight end slot?
And then tight end spot, I got your boy Pat Freiermuth. So this is a little bit of a step out there. So the Steelers are playing.
Yeah, that's the only pick I don't like so far.
Really?
Yeah, there's a guy for the Chiefs who's probably going to play this week.
Yeah.
So you kind of, you got to go, Kelsey, right?
Are you making my decision for me?
No, I like Freiermuth, obviously, but
Kelsey would be a great option, and I probably should have picked him.
All right, Peanut, let's get the kicker and then wrap up episode 22. Who is kicking footballs for the best nuts of the week?
Kicking nuts out there is going to be Greg Zuerlein. If you had to pick a way to score, you would choose touchdowns. If you can't score, you will take it any way possible. And I think that's how the offense is going to be with the New York Jets. It's going to be tough, like grind-out games. Do not make mistakes. And then once you get into plus territory, definitely don't turn the ball over. Zach Wilson needs to hold on to the ball.
Jets, I think I'm very excited for the Cowboys matchup against the Jets week 2. It's going to be a really good game. Jets defense impressed me almost as much as the Cowboys did, really.
So the entire roster, we got Josh Allen, quarterback Saquon Barkley, running back, wide receiver Justin Jefferson, catching passes from the tight end spot is Pat Freiermuth, kicking the ball is Greg Zuerlein.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks for watching and listening, and it's been a pleasure filling your noggins with just football insight and nuts. And yeah, y'all have a good one. All right, see you guys later.